living room. Where y'all at, girl? Hey Jay, come on in. Let us know you in here. Put your lipsticks in. No, Mama, I gotta go upstairs and find it. I'm gonna go up there get it. I just got to go find it. Remember I cleaned the table out. We got 43 people in here watching right now.
No, I ain't get up your stairs. Oh, it was just zero.
All right, I need y'all to write down there in the comment section what's going on, honey. Let us know you in here. We can see y'all up there looking, but where you at? Damn it! Let us know where you at.
I don't know if you okay.
I'm all right. You know this their time of the month, honey.
I punched him in the eye.
Child, Mama, please.
Talking junk to me.
Please. All right, there they go. All right. They say we have questions. All right. Let us look in the living room. Hey, y'all.
Terry said she had questions. I think Terry had emailed me.
Okay. So we in here. Legra's sitting here at the table. She's actually here. She ain't social distancing no more.
Yes, I am, but I'm just all over you.
She love my fat ass son. And Miss Mary's big ass too.
Miss Mary make the best Kool-Aid, y'all.
All right, let me go find my patch. Legra, you want to talk? You need to talk to him.
Randy, say you okay?
I'm all right. It's just my eyes. My eye. Y'all know this the time of the month. I have to go get that procedure done. I have to do it on the 15th of each month.
I had punch medicine in the eye. Talking junk.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Legra. Let me go up here and see if I can find my pad so I don't look bad.
Oh, I'll sit over here.
Yeah.
Ooh, Madison said you guys were been chatting like crazy about the Susu. Y'all had questions? Armani, soon as Madison come back, I'll tell her to do that. She just ran upstairs to try to find her eye patch. Domains Live said, hey, Miss Mary. Hey, everybody. You guys have some questions, I think, for me. I see you guys are great. Do a Zoom. Y'all didn't invite me to the Zoom. Madison will be back in just a minute. We have at least 7 people. Do you have others that can join us? Okay, Terry. It depends on what you mean by you have at least 7 people. That's the thing. Madison let me read some of her comments that you guys were commenting on the Susu, and we just wanted to make sure that if you sent me the message today, Terry, I've been with Madison at the doctor's office. We're literally just getting back, so I haven't had a chance to check my email yet. And I think my phone in the car. Yeah, my phone in the car, helping Madison get in the house. But it says you have at least 7 people. So it depends on what you mean by have at least 7 people. I think one of the questions was, somebody said I have 15. Is that enough for us to get started? And I think you're confusing what it means to have 15 or to have 7. When I start, let's say I'm the first person in the community, and then there's 2 people that are behind me. My 2 people need to also have 2 people. So that means the week that I come in, say if I start this week and I join the community, and then whatever 2, so let's use you for example. Terry, it's you. Terry, you come into the community. Next week, your 2 people will come into the community. Then the following week, their 2 people will come into the community, but that's 4 people because the 2 people are bringing 2. Then on that next week, those 4 people are bringing 2. So that's 8. That's where they get that 15 from. So those 8 people are the people that are gifting you, Terry, because 8 people are considered.
I found the patch left.
Yes, you did.
And I got sick of that damn thing, that old red thing.
The 8 people would be gifting you, Terry. Now, this is where I think you guys are getting a little bit confused at just the way I'm trying to understand the messages that you guys have been chatting to Madison. When you rotate the next week, Terry, you will now be in a fire position, which means you get gifted when you're in the water. Then you rotate back to fire, which means the original flower you started on, whoever you gifted that first time, that's who you would be gifting again. Now, those 8 people that had gifted you all move up into what we call the air position. Those 8 people also bring 2 people. So now you have 16 fires. You have 16 fires. When it moves again, those 16 people bring 2 people. Now we got 32 fires. Because how people always say, well, how is it that that one person, let's say that was you, Terry, when you first started, the gift was $4,000. You can't come in anything lower than $500 because in this particular community. Now I have heard there are some $100 communities out there somewhere. But I'm gonna just tell you right now, most of us aren't interested in the $100 communities because we always say there's no skin in the game. There's no investment. There's nothing that ties you to it. You blow $100 on dinner. So if a lot of people will do the $100 one and won't put in the effort that it requires to keep the community going. Because the most important thing is not the $500, is the 2 people that every single person that comes into the community must have behind them. So even when you do, or even if you have 7 people, this is how 7 people looks. 1 person come in, 2 people come in behind that one, you don't use 3 people. The next week, 4 people come in. That's all 7 of y'all. So now what? Because those 4 people still need 2 people. That's where the 8 comes from. Those 8 people are the fires that gift the person in the water. But then it rotates. Remember, it moves every week. So those 8 people also need 2 people. Every single person that comes into the community needs 2 people. So I'm not sure. I would have to. I know you guys were planning to do a Zoom, Madison said. If you want a little bit more clarification on it, for those of you that are trying to do it or interested in doing it, then definitely shoot me the link. I don't mind jumping on and explaining everything in like really full detail. Yes, Terry, I just give me a Zoom link. I know you guys said you guys were going to jump on Zoom. I don't know if you did it already. If you haven't done it and you're doing it tonight, let me know. And when I get home, I'll jump on the Zoom link with you guys.
Which is in an hour or an hour.
Yeah, it takes me like an hour to get home. Yes, just shoot me a message and just send me the link, and I'll jump on and explain it to you in more detail. But I am telling you, there are a couple of openings this week that I do know that's in our community. So if you ready, and then your 2 are ready, which means you would come in first, and your 2 will come in next week. I want to say there's 1 or 2 spots where we had a problem with someone didn't get their 2 people, and their 2 people should have been coming in this week. And so they're going to rotate out. So I think there's 1 or 2 spots where 3 people could come in at one time. So you would come in and your 2. But what that means is if you come in and your 2 come in this week,
your 2 need to have
your 2 need to have 2 next week. So that's 4 people that comes in next week. So just think of it that every week, 2 people come in per person every week. Now, what happens is once you get that 15, I think where you guys might be getting confused. Once you get that 15, that's me, 2, 4, 8. That is considered what we mean by the flower is locked. But that means my flower is locked because every single person creates a flower. Because keep in mind, the next week I rotate out and go back to my original flower because I'm re-gifting whoever that is that I gifted when I first came into the community. Now those 2 people behind me are now in the water position. They're now in the water position. That's why those 8 that gifted me, the next week is 16. Because now that following week, there's 2 people in the water position. So there's 16 fires 8 fires are going to gift that person, and 8 fires gift that person. The next week, there's 4 people in the water position. Remember, there's 2, and they brought their 2. So there's 4 people in the water position, which is why that 16 became 32.
Tam G said she has 2 questions.
Yes. What's the question?
Let me open up the floor here.
I don't think they understand.
Yeah, I think some of you are confused.
I'm opening up the floor. There it is.
Okay, if you have a question, jump on so I can make sure that I'm understanding, because sometimes, stuff gets lost in chatting. Yes, after Nikki Rogers says, after it locks, does it split? It splits every week. It just means your flower is locked. Oh, I'm spitting all over the table. And when we say locked, it just means these are the same 15 people that when I hit the water position, it's the same 15 of us on that flower. You said maybe a visual is needed. Okay. Well, my computer's at home. I'm just here. I'm here. I'm being chauffeured today.
She had to take me to my appointment.
I'm just the chauffeur today. I didn't bring my computer where I have everything on my
appointment. She took me
on
to
my
appointment.
computer.
She had took me down there to my appointment, child.
Madison just dropped the link if you wanted to jump on, because maybe we're getting lost somewhere in translation with the is interest being earned on the money while it's just sitting there? There's a way to make the pot bigger. No, because this, and I think we talked about this last week, Legally Leah, there is no pot. When it's your turn, whoever's turn it is to gift you is sending it to you directly. There is no pot.
There you go. You know how to add later?
Mm-hmm.
You know how to do it?
I do.
Okay, well, go ahead. Let's see.
I do. Look, you show me how to use it, because I told you I use it on mine.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikki Rogers.
Hey, Legras. Hey, Maddie.
Hi, baby.
So, quick question, Legras. After the flower locks, does it split or does it just continue?
Well, it splits every week, but your flower is locked. So, for example, when you get the 15, your 2 got 2, that's 4. Those 4 got 2, that's 8. That's your 15. All that means is those are the same people that should be gifting. Those 8 at that bottom are the same people that are going to gift you every time. Your flower is locked. But then remember, you still rotate the next week. When you rotate, you go from water to fire on the original flower that you were on. So now 2 people behind you are now in the water. Those 8 people that gifted you just became 16 because they brought 2.
Right. Okay.
That's how each of those 2 in the water position both got the same $4,000.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
It does, and because I'm currently in one that's $125, but I like this one a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the one that you did for $125. What's that one?
Why do you like it better?
Well, first of all, you explained it in like 3.5 seconds. They really, I don't know, they really couldn't even explain. They didn't explain it well. But the way it works is, after you're in the water or whatever, you're gifted $1,000, but $500 goes to, I guess, the previous person. So you only actually get $500.
What?
The next time around, that's when you get $3,500. So, but the flower is always splitting though. It's always splitting. So like the same people won't be gifting you from my understanding. It's always splitting. So I think that's the huge difference. So what you just said makes a lot of sense. Like
us, what we do, it's constantly like, I know when I have to send Legra, like Legra brought me in, so I know that when my week comes around, I'm gifting Legra. I know that I have to gift Legra hers.
You gift the same person every time.
I gift the same person every time. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And like the same set of people that gifted me, gift me all the time. Like I know to look for those 4 people that gifted me, or 8 people that gifted me the first time. I know that those people, they on this date, like my payout date was the 29th, right?
Mhm.
My next payout date is 4 weeks from the 29th.
Mhm.
Right.
Which is what?
You're actually, aren't you next week?
No, am I? It ain't been 4 weeks, right? I got mine May 29th.
Oh, maybe that'll be soon.
I'm sorry, my phone in the car.
Yeah, go to a calendar.
You need to go get it for you.
Mm-mm, I can look on Madison's phone. Okay, you got it. You know I'm blind. I got Okay, you got it on the 29th. So the 29th is water. The 6th is fire. The 13th. Okay, you're on the 27th. You're getting it on the 27th. The 13th.
So that'll be next week, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, wait. 20. Oh, I'm gonna wait. I'm in the wrong damn month. Hold on, let me go over here.
Oh, girl, you over there in
Well,
March.
at least you got one eye. You got an excuse. I'm in March. Okay, I saw. Don't pay me no more. Okay, so you got it on the 29th. So that was water. So that means on the 5th you were fire. 12th you were air. 19th you are earth, and then 26th you'll get it actually the 26th.
Yep. Next week.
Yeah, that's next week. I told you that month was going fast.
Hey,
Right.
hey, I can pay off my furniture. I can pay my furniture.
Okay, let me say, I've seen the images and it doesn't look confusing. I just don't know how you're getting 4,000 every 21 days. Okay. When I joined the community, I was one of 8 fires, whoever those 8 people were. Okay. Those 8 people, which I was one of them, gifted someone named, who did I gift? I gifted Tiffany, which is happened to be one of my travel agents. She introduced me. Okay, so I gifted Tiffany. Remember, those same 8 people are with me every time I hit the water. All 8 of them are in the water position also.
Yeah.
We're all in the water at the same time. You will be rotating every week with the same people. That's how you get it every month. Because when all 8 of us get gifted, the following week we re-gift $500
Yeah, so you
to the
only-
same person we gave it to the first time.
Right.
That's how you get it every month.
So you only put in $500 one time. Once.
Yep. Yep.
One.
That's it. Yeah.
It's only one time you put it in, and it's just like it always forever rotates. So basically, you put $500 in, you get $3,500 out.
Right, because you should get 4,000. You put 500 back in to regift. Let's say you put 500 back to regift, and you put 500 back in your account because you started off with $500. So you put that money back. Okay, so you made a profit of $3,000. Now the next month, because keep in mind, remember, you're not taking this $500 out your pocket anymore. The 500 comes from your gifts.
Right.
And as long as you keep regifting, then you should be regifted.
Yeah. Now, when you stop regifting, your ass is grass.
Yeah, right. You're out.
You know.
So what you regifting is 500 from the. So you basically have 3,500, right? So you get 4,000, but you re-give 500, and you have 3,500 left.
And you keep 3,500.
Makes so much sense. So easy now.
I'm in the water this week.
Go,
So,
Lex.
I can schedule me some bills to come to get paid. On what day is it, Legger? I get paid
The 26th.
The 26th. The next Friday.
Oh my
Next
God!
Friday.
The 26th.
So
I get
Legger, thank you, Maddie. Thank you. I'm gonna let the people know in the chat. I don't have. I'm gonna try to find 2 people to bring behind me.
Here's the thing, you need to tell her. It's important that you actually find 4 people.
So and see, that's what I was about to say. If anybody in the chat, like I'm ready.
Somebody gonna flake. Okay, but see, this is the only thing I read when I was reading the chat when Madison let me read it. Was I hear everybody trying to link up. Let's say it's 2 of y'all and y'all get together. Remember, it don't matter when you come in, you need 2 people. So even if you come in and hook up with 2 people to come behind you from the community and from the Patreon, those 2 people need 4 people next week. So 4 y'all more from the Patreon. Okay, now you only had 10 people. So you need 8 people coming behind those 4. You can't rely on just you guys just doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's the only thing I wanted to make sure that you understood that. And I'm really expressing that. That's very, very important because we have people who try to do that with family.
Yes.
With family. I want to bring my mother, my sister, my cousin, my brother. That's all great.
Yep.
But if nobody else is bringing 2 people, I'm going to tell you right now, it's very stressful. Y'all see how hard it is to get 2 people who understand this concept of community? Imagine you got to help everybody every week get 2 people. I'm going to tell you right now.
Right.
This is not supposed to be stressful. If you take it to your family and friends and they don't get it, it's okay. It's okay.
Right. I've been there. Definitely been there.
Right. And we're going to want to know more, but then when my sister's dying of cancer, I'm still now because she's going to go through it tonight.
Ooh, I can't hardly see. Is
I'm
that
sorry.
Willeen? Does that say Willeen?
It do.
Hi, Willeen. I love you, baby. I can't hardly see you. I can make out fragments of what's going on over there.
Silent X Radio. So each person needs 4 people, basically. You need 2 people, but I always say get some extra because you know how our folks do. And
absolutely.
I'm in. I'm paying Friday. We all gung ho till it's time for you to hand that $500 over, and then they don't answer your call no more. We done had some of those happen.
Somebody in there, bro.
Where we? I just saw you choking.
Somebody down there. I gotta talk to you how to use it.
I know. I'm looking. I'm reading the
Somebody
question.
that came down there. I can't see the name. Legra. Who is that? Right there.
Oh, you want me to add? I thought you wanted me to finish with Nikki first.
Add. Nikki there. Nikki know because Nikki get it.
Yes.
Who is that, Legra? I can't see.
That's Cheryl.
It's Cheryl. Hi, Maddie.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hello.
Hey, Cheryl. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I'm sorry. I don't have a procedure. And my procedure, it puts me down for a day.
Okay, real quick question. Somebody said, that was my question. What is the regifter regifting? Okay. If you just got $4,000 off a $500 and I hate to say gift, and you were gifted back $4,000, would you stop regifting? Because if you stop regifting, thank you. This is for you to get this every month.
Yeah.
It's not a one-time gift.
Right.
As long as when you get your gift.
And the regifting literally comes out of your gift. You don't have to go in your pocket.
Right.
Yeah,
it's not coming out your pocket.
It's always rotating. It's always rotating, right?
Mm-hmm,
I'm right.
Mm-hmm,
right.
Mm-hmm. It rotates every week.
Legra.
Yes.
Legra.
Yes. I can hear you.
Can you hear me, Legra?
I can hear you. I don't think she can hear me.
Feedback. But anyway, Legra, I have a question that I heard. It's my understanding that you get a 1099 once you that's not true.
Have you heard somebody say about 1099?
You don't get a 1099. Who 1099?
No, Cash App don't give you a 1099 if you get $10,000 more, $10,000 or more in gifts.
Oh,
I've never heard that.
Miss Cheryl, who giving you all that money over there at Cash App? I need to know who is that.
Maddie, it's my hairdresser. My hairdresser, she doesn't like to take Cash App because she says she gets a 1099.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what else they got there?
I've never. Well, you can also do Zelle. Look, you could do Zelle. Some people do Zelle. Some people do PayPal. Some people do Cash App. It's just Cash App was just convenient, but we do have people that do Zelle. And you already know, as long as you don't do over 900, 10,000, you can deposit up to $9,999 on one deposit. You ain't got to report that to the IRS.
Who over there getting $10,000 on Cash App like that? Who is this? My cousin. I gotta find a cousin. Nigga, I can't see nothing.
I know you can't. What you trying to do?
Oh. There we go. I can't see nothing, Lego. My God, today.
Right.
Okay, Legger and Maddie, I'm gonna go back in the chat. Thank you so very much for answering my
Thank you,
question.
Maddie.
So,
You
so
welcome.
Allegra, can I take somebody's place? Like you
Okay.
said, your nephew dropped out. Could I be the one to replace him? Is that possible?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you could. However, you probably wouldn't, because other people that are already in the community would probably replace him first.
How does that work now, Legger? Tell me.
Let's say for example, okay, you're in a community and you already got your people behind you, but for whatever reason, you just don't want to do this anymore. I'm leaving out. You would almost be crazy, because you ain't got to go find two. Whoever come in your spot ain't got to go find two. Because it's already a community built behind them. So what they would do is, and since you decided not to gift, they would gift for you in your place, and I'll take your spot.
Oh, and then that means.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, most likely you would not get the opportunity to do that if you're not already in the community.
Well,
That's like a free spot.
A free spot to make it all that.
Right. Let me put $500. They already got a community. Let me put $500. That puts my name back in the hat.
Oh, and so they get gifted.
Because that's what I did for my nephew.
Legger, you over there making all the money.
I am not making all the money. Let me tell you right now, I'm working very hard for this money, because I'm helping everybody with twos and twos. You already know what I'm doing over there. I'm doing Zooms all the doggone time, because some people want to introduce it to their families, and they'll do family Zooms. I told you, this became like a full-time job.
Well, listen, full-time job, and you make three times 4 is 12. Yeah, but
Allegra.
Yes, honey, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I don't have, my friends, number one, they don't have the money, and they think this is a scam, but I'm in it wholeheartedly. And what we're doing, Lakeisha and the other people, Richard is in the Patreon, we're trying to get together so we can, I would be the weakest link, so I need to come first, because I don't have 2 people to bring. So if I can get 2 people,
if you don't have 2 people and you guys are working together, you definitely need to be one of the first to come in. Because keep in mind, whoever coming at the end of y'all whatever need to have 2 people. You can't just have 15 people. Because those 8, remember, it rotates the next week. That next week, those 8 people bring 2 also. That's 16. That's how the 2 people that are now in the water position that week, that's how both of them get paid. Did that make sense? Did I confuse you?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. When I'm in the water position, I'm going to get 8 cash apps for $500. Okay? The next week, there's 2 people in the water position. Because remember, I brought 2 people behind me. Each one of them need to get 8 cash apps too. Remember those 8 people that gifted me? They had to bring 2 people. That's 16 people. Those 8 gift that one, and those 8 gift that one. Those 16 people now need to be 32 people the next week, because those 16 people got to bring 2 people. Because remember that there's 4 in the water the following week, because those 2 people behind me brought 2 people. That's 4 people. So each one of them will get 8 cash apps. 8 times $500. That's how all 4 of them are able to get the $4,000. That makes sense now?
Yeah, okay. Can you help us get it together in the chat?
Somebody said break it down like we special. I ain't trying to make it.
This shit is complicated. We're trying to get the money. We're trying to get the money. And it's all of us that's in Maddie's Patreon. We got together. Like I say, it's about 15 of us. So can you help us pair up? Because all of us is about
if any of you have 2 people. If all of you are coming in and nobody has 2 people, then it's a moot point. Because see, what's going to happen is whoever come in first is going to be gifted $4,000, and ain't nobody else going to be gifted. Because you only got 15 people. Because remember,
so we can't get out of that bringing that 2 people in.
You cannot get out. Some of you can, but not all of you. because those last 8 that come in still need 2 people. Those 16 that come behind those 8 are gifting. Let's say you come in first, Cheryl.
Mm-hmm.
Lakeisha, and I'm just going to say Nikki. Lakeisha and Nikki are your 2 behind you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Those 8 people that are fires are gifting you. So when it rotates next week, who's behind those 8 people to gift Nikki and Lakeisha? Those 8 people didn't bring 2. Who's gifting them? Did that make sense?
Yeah, it did. That's gonna be the hardest part. Those 2
You
people,
can stagger. Someone
2
said,
like-minded people.
mm-hmm. So that finding 2 people is easier and it stays with people in the mob. Okay, can we set up a confirmed stagger schedule of people coming from the mob until we get to the 15th? I would, if you have some people that have their 2 and you have some people that don't, you want to try to put the people that have their 2 behind the people that don't. So if you don't have your 2, and let's say Lakeisha
I don't.
Okay, you don't have 2, but
Lakeisha has 2.
Okay, Lakeisha has 2, and then Nikki has 2. Then I would put you first because they're your 2s, and now they brought their own 2s. That's the only way you're gonna be able to go in there without 2. The 2 people behind you.
So it's like I said before, like when we were talking in the chat, I said that the weakest person, like myself, will have to go first because I don't have 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stronger people that got 2, 8, 10 friends, they need to be behind.
Yes, but I'm okay. Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate. What do they need you for? Because they could come in without you. I said I'm gonna just play devil's advocate.
Right, but we a community, and we're trying to build, we're trying to get money together.
There you go. That's exactly what this is about. This is exactly what this is about. It's about everybody coming up. But not everybody has that mindset.
That's the thing, Legra. That's the thing. My friends, number 1, we're not like-minded, and 2, they don't have a coin. So I'm fucked right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not gonna win at this. I'm just not gonna win. And I'm just not gonna win because it's that 2 person that's my issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can stagger people. Let's say you come in. Let's say if it was Madison and you were one of Madison's 2, you came in and then somebody else with their 2 came in. So you would know 2 and somebody else with their 2. Mm-hmm. Then the following week, then maybe one who don't have their 2 and another person that has their 2 is behind you. So now you got your 2. Now the following week, keep in mind, one of your people, I'm sorry, Madison got all kind of stuff. Madison got all kind of sounds on these phones. Okay, so now the following week, don't forget, one of your people didn't have 2, so you got to make sure. So if you're staggering, you just got to be strategic about it. But remember, at some point, everybody got to have their 2. And this is right, because you want everybody to be able to be gifted. And you are exactly right, Shayla. This is not for everybody.
It's not. That's why I can't bring nobody in, because it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. And I told you, I was surprised Madison wanted us to come in Patreon and talk about it. Because everybody don't get it. I see all the stuff. It's a pyramid. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a generational. This has been going on for centuries.
Right.
Every other culture is getting paid doing the exact same thing except for us.
Right.
Except for us. And you just heard me say, I'm in the water again this week. Thank you, Jesus. That month rolled around again. And I'm gonna tell you, that month comes so fast. And that's one reason why I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of communities that will allow you to join and don't have your 2 people. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it is the most stressful week of your life. because you got 1 week to get 2 people. Now y'all see how hard it is to get 2 people. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, mine was easy because I know people that think like me. And it was a no-brainer. I knew exactly who I was gonna tell and talk about it. And it just so happened they knew more about it than I did. What if I wanted to be one of her 2 people with someone, then the 4 behind us already have their 2 and so on? Absolutely, Michael, you could do that. You can have, and she would have to have people coming behind her that had their 2 people. Absolutely, you could do that.
That's what they understand.
Absolutely. You don't always have to look for someone, Terry. Technically, I got my 2. I didn't need to get 2 more. But
so once you get the 2 people, Allegra, you don't have to look for 2 again.
No, you don't need 2. You don't have to have 2 more coming behind you. Because remember, when you rotate out of the water and go back to the fire, then the next week you go back to air. Your 2 that came behind you just got gifted. Now they're back in the fire right behind you. So they're going to rotate right back behind you. So you don't have to have 2 people every month or every week. The reason why I say, like, I could have got my 2 and don't tell nobody else. But I know there's going to be somebody in my community not going to get their 2. Like the way you guys are trying to figure this out and work together. I'm trying to help other people in my community. Reason why is because it's my community. I want to make sure I'm getting my full gift. So if my people break down behind me in my community and they're not being gifted because somebody didn't get their 2, that rolls up to affect me because they cannot re-gift. If you ain't got no money to re-gift me with, right?
So is that what happened to Madison? Because Madison only got, she said Madison 2 grand.
Madison got 2 because the 2 that were coming behind Miss Mary didn't come in. And it was at the last minute. So they didn't come in. So we had to wait for the rotation.
See, in a case like that, the people that Miss Mary had, since they reneged, like me and let's say Lakeisha could have came in behind Miss Mary.
You could have, but remember the following week, both of y'all needed to. That's the thing. So that's why I say, when I say, ooh, or Madison said you need 4, because then you could have made a phone call and been like, look, girl, they didn't come in. You ready? You know, and you plug them on in and keep it going. I think I'm just about gifting my 2 people. Make them give me my 500 back when they get their 4,000. Some people do that. Someone just said that they were going to pay for their people. We've had people do that because it's not the 500. When you, it's the people. Remember I said that the first night? I could find $500. I could not pay somebody and put my $500 together if I knew in 4 weeks I was going to be able to keep $3,500. But I got to make sure I got those 2 people. I got to make sure them 2 people, because there is no gift. Yes, you pay $500.
So what happened if you don't get no gift? Let's say you bring in, let's say like I bring in 2 people and they bring in 2 people, and let's say
somebody else don't bring it, and those 4 don't bring in their 2. Right. Then there is no gift for you. However, when you rotate back around, we allow you 1 time that you do not have to re-gift. So we wouldn't ask you to re-gift. You didn't receive a gift. What that means is you got another month before that happens again to fix that.
So basically your community got to be strong.
That's why we say you want a strong community of people that understand what this is.
So it's a small chance that you could just lose your original $500 if the 4 people behind you or 8 people decide to fall off. That is a possibility.
It is,
right?
It is a possibility. However,
and you only got 1 time to bypass it, but you won't have to give a gift.
Right. But you got a whole month to come. It's going to roll, because remember, it's going to be back in 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. So before those 4 weeks come around, then you can put somebody else in somebody else's spot that has their own 2 people. There's a lot of different ways depending on the circumstance to fix it. Which is why we let you go around. Okay, let's get it corrected, because we don't want nobody to lose any money.
But see, I want to let y'all know that I ain't getting none of y'all money. This ain't y'all money. I'm already in. I got my 2.
We know, Maddie.
And scheduled to get paid again next week. We're
Yeah.
trying to make sure that her community is
Right.
My community tight, but I just want y'all to get y'all, like, for somebody that's interested in trying to, keep like a monthly money go in, a group of people that want to keep monthly, like a monthly $4,000 coming in.
And
But-
that's what I want to do, Maddie. But like you say, like Deborah say, it's hard finding those like-minded people. It
Yes,
is
it is.
hard.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna start rethinking your friends.
Exactly. Friends. Really?
I'm serious. I have certain people that just because I call them and say, I need you to look at this, they're gonna look at it.
Well, Lego, you call me immediately. You say, wait, I hesitate.
I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna sound crazy, but I just want you to look at it.
She hesitated. She said, Madison, I've been sitting on this. And she said,
That's right, deaf brother. It's residual. This is residual income
Right.
every month. I'm gonna say it again. You take care of the community, and the community's gonna take care of you.
yeah, Lego, you know, I went over there and took me a little power
I
nap.
saw that, and I was like, you done jumped up. I thought
Baby, I had to take me a power. I took a little power nap and hit
I
it.
saw you.
I had to get my energy back up. You know, I can't damn see.
Mhm.
And so,
So Legra, it's no way in our group that we got going on the Zoom. We had a Zoom meeting before this live. There's no way you can. I think the lady said she tried to email you. You told her we had to wait till this live when you came on with Maddie.
Debbie, you told
I
me
don't,
that.
I don't think so.
You
I
got
said I was coming on tonight. I've been gone all day with Maddie.
Yeah,
I've been at the doctor's office.
I had to have my.
That's why I
procedure
said
done.
I couldn't get on earlier, but I was at the doctor's office with Madison.
Yeah, I had to get my little procedure done earlier today. I've been, and I had to listen, y'all. This shit's so scary for me when I do it. I be so terrified. And the needle ain't that big, but it's a needle going in your eye. And
I hope you feel better, Madison.
yeah, it's gonna take me about a day. Like I'm a maneuver through it. Each time I done had it, it gets the recovery be a little bit different. The first time I had it, my eye was fucked. My eye was shot. I was gone for about a week. Y'all was like, "What is bitch?" I was gone for a week because my eye was toe down. And then the second time I got it, it was a little toe down. But then the third time I was able to get on. But it's real light sensitive. It gets. I can't, and tomorrow I want to do the morning show, but the light I sit in front of the light, so I'm gonna have a patch on tomorrow. It be messing with my eye, and then probably the next time I do it again, it'll probably heal up in that day, because it's getting used to,
I'm sorry, Terry. If y'all did call me, I was probably in the car or driving or whatever with Madison.
We understand. We understand.
We literally just got home, baby,
from traffic.
30 minutes out of traffic because we back in traffic in Atlanta. 30 minutes before we got on here, so I missed your call.
We understand. It's just like all of us are in the Zoom meeting. They're like me. They're single, and we want to get this money. And basically, to make a long story short, we want to ask for your help to pull us together.
Yeah.
If it's 15 of us, pull us all together. Like I say, I'm the weak one where I don't have any friends or whatever. Maybe I need to be at the front. Can you help orchestrate and pull us together?
You got to just tell me. I just need to know. Somebody shoot me an email, whoever orchestrated everything.
Okay, Terry and Richard, I don't know if they down in the chat.
Lakeisha. You said it was Lakeisha.
I think it was Lakeisha.
Lakeisha, whoever.
With the messages. Send me an email with just, all I need is a first name, and then tell me who has two. Who has none, who has two, who has one, or whatever, and then I can see where you will fit in our community based off of what you currently have. Because I might have somebody else that only have one. So maybe one of you could be one of their two, and then I'll put two behind them, or however, but I need to know what you currently have. And if you have two, keep in mind, your two need to have two coming in next week. Everybody has to have two. So it's not just you, I got my two and then nothing. Your two got to have two. So that's one reason why we like the video. We want to make sure that you completely understand it. Okay?
Yeah, we all looked at the video.
You understand it, but you got two people that don't know what the heck they just became a part of. It's going to be dead in the water.
But Legret, what happened to the video? When you sent me the video, it wasn't locked up like that. It was just like on a YouTube, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think they took it down. They took that one down. And then I think the one that you have that I sent you last is a lot longer.
Yeah, it's 45
Yeah,
minutes.
because it helps answer some of these questions, where the other one was just and you came out of it and you still had a lot of questions. So we were trying to alleviate. They were trying to
So
alleviate
it
some
ain't
of the
no way I
questions.
could download that video from Zoom. I'm not Zoom.
From where?
From Venmo, and then block and then load it and just keep it private.
Yeah, you can. It's the same. It's the same video. You just got to put gift on there. That's all. If it comes up and asks for a password, you put gift on there, and it comes up every time.
No, but they were saying they couldn't see the thing.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
but
Maddie, I couldn't get it on my iPhone because the screen came up black. But when I logged onto the computer, I was able to pull it up.
Oh.
It came up. I don't know why.
It's her money. I'm interested.
Well, Leverett, you might need to help put their stuff
Right.
together because I'm
Yeah,
in there.
help us, Legret, because I want to be in it.
How about we do this? Let me set up a Zoom link.
Okay.
I'll set up a Zoom link. Can we do a Zoom?
And most of the people were on Eastern Standard Time. I'm in the DMV, and I think there was one other guy, I forget his name. He's on the West Coast, but he would be in it too.
Okay.
Basically, everybody that was in Maddie's chat wants to be in it, but we're all and we need somebody to help bring us
I know,
together.
a couple people had emailed me and said they had two. I did get a few emails that said I got my two and they working on their two, or they got their two, or whatever. And I was only a few, but I know a couple people do have their two. So we just see my biggest concern is, like I said, you could have 20 of you guys, but 20 people is over in a matter of less than 4 weeks. Because remember, you need 15. Well, and on your 5th week, it's dead in the water. If that's all you have to be able to bring someone into your community that brings their own family or their own friends, their own community, because that's what will keep it going for you. Because after you leave the water, you just start all over. I'm gonna re-gift the same person. Okay, now it's my turn to be gifted. I'm gonna re-gift the same person. Now 4 weeks later, it's my turn to be gifted. But there's communities that are building behind you. But your community is locked.
And a community, Legret, a community consists of 8 people, right? So if I had 8 people strong behind me, 15.
15. That's you and 14 other behind you.
I think
2, 4, and 8.
I think they're confused too, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Because at first I was a little confused until you see what made it simple for me is that I know on the Friday that I get my money. When it's time for me to gift again, I know I only gift one person, and that's you.
I don't think you didn't give it to me though. It's not me.
I sent it to you.
Who did you? I don't know.
I sent it to you.
Okay, well maybe it was me. I don't know.
You the one brought me in the damn thing.
Wait. Oh, it is me. I forgot.
You brought me in.
Yeah, it's me.
And when you brought me in, I don't know. I get money from everybody else.
Right.
But I know that on my time,
you only gifted at one person because you're supposed to be one of 8 gifts because you're in a fire position.
Yeah.
You should have 8 fires, and you'll have the same 8 fires where it's the exact same every time. That's what we mean by your community is locked. Once you build that 2, 4, 8, that's you. Now, who comes after that? Those 8. Remember, those 8 are doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, but
they'll have their own set of 8s.
Yeah.
Which is why everybody comes in 2 by 2.
You only put their money in there one time, once. Legret, I put that shit in, and when I got my money, I was like, And then when you call me and you say, Madison, how many weeks later it was I had to do it? I had to give back.
The very next week, because you went from water back to fire.
So the very next week I had to put in $500. But the thing about it is, I made $3,500.
You got 2,000. You had gotten
2,000, yeah. But
so Madison, will you get your full gift this go around this cycle on the 29th?
Should. No, I say should because anytime you're dealing with people, you know how we do. But should. She's set to get hers.
I'm set to get all my money. You know, because I did right by mine. I could have.
JT said it makes sense now.
I could have took mine. I could have took my little 2,000 that I made
and left.
and not and I mean the circle still would have went on. I just would have been in. I wouldn't have been in the motherfucking circle no more.
Okay. Let's say you did do that, Maddie. Could I had dumped in and took your place?
Okay, now you asked me that question, but I already told you. You wouldn't even know there was a place
Right, because
available because somebody else in the community would have taken it.
Yeah.
Because you're not in the community.
But I ain't leaving. Listen, I ain't getting up out of that. Listen, because when I get all my $4,000 and I have my $3,500, my $500 gonna be set to the side for the next week to send that on. Because I know that I know my limit is, bitch, you getting $3,500 out of this. So make sure you keep that $500 that you put in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you always put back in is that same $500. And you only do it once. Like Legger, I know. So after I get my money on the what day is it? 20
26.
On the 26th, I get my money.
Yes.
Then I do what? Then
that following week, which will be what, the third, you'll be regifting.
I gift it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gift Miss Mary.
Legally, Leah, we're going to get to you talking about that. Don't get fly.
What Leah say?
I guess we can't talk about losing the money.
Let's talk about it.
She had a question.
Let's talk about it.
Let's listen to this. The only way you lose money is if you don't build your community. Because it's not who you come in behind, it's who you, legally, Leah, bring behind you. Right. So if you don't build your community, then yes, you're going to lose your money. Which is why I always say in my community, we don't want you to come in until you have your two. Because there are other communities who will allow you to come in because they just want you to pay that $500 and gift somebody. And you don't have your two. That week comes by so quick. You need to have two people in that next spot and you don't have two people. We don't want you to lose your money. Get your two. When you have your two, make sure your two understand what they just became a part of. If they need to talk to one of us in the community, if they need to get on one of our community Zooms, they definitely need to have watched the video because they got to bring two. So we don't want anybody this ain't even about you losing money, not in our community. You can't join us if you're not ready. Because when you break down, eventually it affects other people in the community. Because remember, we're all linked and tied together. That's why it's called community. So we don't want you to lose money. You know why? That makes me lose money because you can't gift me. You can't gift the next person. If that person didn't get a gift, they have nothing to re-gift. We don't want you to lose money. And I know there's a lot of people that I've heard a little bit of everything. Oh, don't worry, we'll help you get your two. Come on in, just pay your $500. We'll help you get your two. No, I'm telling you, they setting you up. You got to have your two people. Because we don't want you to get stuck. Because your two people got to have 4 the next week. Those 4 people got to have 8. That's your gift. So if you don't have your 2, there is no 4, there is no 8 to gift you. That's how you lose your money.
Or don't make enough money.
Right. That's how you lose your money. But even if, and I told you, I'm in the water again this week. I got $4,000 on my very first gift. My second gift, because I came in another time. So this is Legger 2 on a different week. I ended up getting $2,500 because one of my people didn't get 2. Remember, now that's $1,000 because every person is $500. And one of my people had only gotten 1. So that left me $1,500 short. I ain't gonna lie, I wish I had the $4,000. But considering I paid $500 into the community to gift someone, I just made $2,500.
Right.
You dang old skimpy, I re-gifted. You know, where are you going to get that kind of a return on $500? I re-gifted.
Right. Even if your return is just $500, in my mind, you're not losing.
I didn't lose a doggone thing. It was still a come up for me. And so now we're rotating. We're trying to make sure we can fix that. And let's help her get her 2 plugged in here. Let's help that. They only got that 1 person. Let's get that 1 plugged in here. Because eventually that starts to affect other people. And we want everybody to get their full gift. I hear you, Poetic Justice. Well, damn, I want to do this because the brother doesn't have any friends. I know.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
It's not that y'all all can't. Hold on, let me type that. It's not that y'all can't all get together, but keep in mind, all of you cannot have no one, because eventually it's going to bite you in the tail. Maybe the first week, the first person get their gift. Maybe the second week, the second person get their gift. But it's going to die off because you have to keep feeding it. So if you don't have your 2 people, oh, okay.
How long have you been in the community?
I started April 17th, literally. Okay, now you know it's only June, so it's literally been 2 months. I was gifted $4,000 the first time. I came in it twice. So I'm being gifted, I got gifted $2,500 off the second time I came in. Okay. Now this will be my 3rd time coming around. No, wait, did I get that right? Yeah, this will be my 3rd time. But keep in mind, the gift this week, I'm gonna be gifted twice because Legra came in twice over here, and my nephew came in over here who decided not to re-gift, and I paid for his position. So I re-gifted in his place. So I have his position. So I'm on 2 flowers on the same week because I took his position. And the reason I took his position is because I built his community for him, and his ungrateful ass.
What happened, Legra?
No, he didn't get his full gift. I'm just one of those. If you didn't work for it and somebody gave you,
Right.
you didn't get the full 4,000. You didn't do nothing even to get the money that you did get. And it was more than the 500 you put in. He still made a profit, but because he didn't get the full gift, I don't want to re-gift. Okay, no problem. I took $500 and re-gifted in his place and took his spot. I ain't gonna beg you to take no money every month.
That's right, Legra.
I didn't. I didn't curse him out. I just said, okay. So if one of your people doesn't have someone, you can take their spot by paying an extra $500, and then you would get an extra gift when it was that said person's turn. Yes, you can. However, if you take that spot, you still got to have 2 people behind you. The reason I was able to take my nephew's spot because he had 2 people behind him that I put behind him.
So you didn't have to bring in 2 people.
I didn't have to bring in 2. He left a community that was almost fully built. But when it was time for his fires, a couple people had problems getting their 2. So he didn't have 8 fires paying him. He didn't have 8. I think he had 4. He had 4 that paid him. That's $2,000. So he wouldn't gift 500 back and keep 1,500 because he didn't get his full gift. I just said, okay. And I explained it to him beforehand. Okay, when it rotates back around, we need to help this person make sure the people who didn't get their 2s get their 2s on that next rotation around, so that you get your full gift, and that everyone coming behind them will also make sure they get their gift. But he didn't. I didn't get my full gift. Oh, well, no problem. I ain't about to beg you to take no money. You say Silent X Radio, especially in churches. Absolutely. A lot of churches did this in the 90s. A lot of them did. So if one of your people doesn't have someone, you can take their spot. Okay, I did read that. Okay, so for everybody that's interested, and when I say interested, let me go beyond interested, because everybody wants money. But I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no such thing as free. Ain't no free money. The hard part is not the $500, is helping to build your community. So if you got a army of, man, I got 10 people, they don't watch the video, they working on their 2 people and they're ready, then yeah, you can help somebody else. You can help somebody else, but you just got to work on building your community. It's who come behind you, not in front of you. It's who come behind you. So it's who you recommend. It's who you know. Anybody else have some questions? But if you want to do a Zoom, I know someone had put on to do a Zoom.
Key.
I could do one tonight. I think I got a meeting tomorrow night. I could do one tonight. It's almost 7:30 here. I will be home about 9:30. As a matter of fact, give me 2 seconds. Let me make a Zoom link. I'm gonna drop this Zoom link in here as soon as I figure out how to use Madison's computer. Hold on 2 seconds. I don't have a Mac. Hold on. Madison, how the hell I open this over here? Okay, hold on.
Girl, you don't know how to use the thing there.
I don't. It say Google Chrome, but how come I? Oh, never mind. Hold on. Let me go into my Zoom. I'm gonna make a quick Zoom link. Hold on, you guys.
Now, remember, don't sound me out of my Zoom.
Are you? Oh, yours already logged in?
You know, my stuff say
No, it don't say it's telling me to sign in, so you're not logged in.
Oh, that's shit.
Yeah, you're not logged in because it's asking me to sign in.
You know, I-
Hold on, give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm not. I'm not. Travelers group. Hold on, because I got all my passwords at home. I gotta think about it. Okay, here we go. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this link for you guys. All right, copy. Okay. All right, I'm going to drop this link. And did it go on there?
Terry Rivers said you built your community. I was reading the comments where Terry, person named Terry said you built your community.
I tried. Did you guys, okay, you guys see the Zoom link right here that came up on the screen? Copy that link. I'm on my way home. It's 7:30 here at 9 o'clock my time. That's Eastern time.
Right.
I'll be on that Zoom link. So if you're trying to get in, whether you have people, no people, whatever it is, let me see what it is, and then I will try to see if there's a way to strategically
Place us.
No, this does not affect your unemployment because you do not report this as income. It is a gift. You don't have to report this anywhere. You don't put this on your taxes, nothing. That's the great thing about it. The negative part about it is it's not income. So look, if you're trying to buy a house or something like that, you can't put down there, hey, I get $3,500 a month from a Susu.
Right.
Now look, you just put that money towards your down payment, okay? But it's not income. It's a gift. Okay, so let me get my butt home because I'm gonna have to feed my dog. Well, no, walk my dog when I get home. That'll give me a chance to do that. But at 9 o'clock, we'll do a Zoom.
Okay.
Okay. I recommend you do the Zoom on the computer if you can and not your phone. Yeah, I gotta walk my dog. You know I gotta walk my baby. Yeah, that way you can see, we can see everybody. And turn your cameras on. I don't like talking to ghost voices.
Right.
We're talking about money and sharing and community, so we need to see you. That's all. We need to see you. Yes, make sure the G is capital and gift, Devin. Okay, so I'm gonna do a Zoom at 9 o'clock. Let me get my butt home. It's 7:30 because it's about 50 minutes to get home. Madison, did you want to come back on or something?
Thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. Listen, let me get on home. I love you. I got to rest his eye.
We love you too. We hope you feel better, Maddie.
I feel all right. I'll see y'all in the morning. In the morning
Okay.
show. I'm gone for the night. I may post one more thing on Instagram, but I'm gone for the night. Goddamn it.
Looking at me like that.
That's it.
Madison, just feel better.
She will.
Thank you, baby. I am. That's it for me. I'm done.
Okay, I'll see y'all at 9.
All right.
Let me get.
All right,
And
Miss
please
Cheryl.
have watched the video before.
Yes.
Please have watched the video because I don't want you to be completely clueless when I'm talking. I'm not going to go through a whole. Please have watched the video. And if you got anybody else have the link to the video handy, because I don't have it handy right now. My phone in the car and it's on my phone.
Girl, Legger, you'll put that shit up there. We'll post when you go in there. You got access to post it again on the wall.
Oh, I do. I can.
Sometimes
I
Legger
do
be
that.
posting it. The stuff like this should be posted in there for me. Especially when I can't see tonight, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Madison will give me her password for 2 seconds. I'll drop it in the comments on the Susu post.
That's right.
Is that where I put it?
Girl, just make a damn post about it, Legger.
Okay, well, I'll make a post. And I'll drop the video in there. So give me a few minutes and I'm headed home. That way I can make it there in time. But I'll be on at 9 o'clock.
All right. Thank you so
All right.
much.
All right, Miss Cheryl. I talk with you. I see y'all in the morning. Legger gonna be talking to y'all tonight. I'm finna go. I'm late. This is it for me. Ain't no more in it. That man.
Okay, Maddie.
That man stood over me and stabbed me down in the eye.
I'm going to drop the video in there in just a few minutes, Henry. And
That man-
give me a couple minutes. I got to
That
get to
man
my phone.
stood over me and stabbed me down in the eye, girl. I'm finished for the day. I don't need nothing else. Nothing. I'm gone. I'm laying down, closing this eye.
All right, Maddie. You get Miss Murray to fix you a plane. You go lay down, girl.
Oh, if she don't fix something to eat over there, I'll probably get up in the middle of the night and eat some of that, but I'm done. Baby, finished. Legger was driving me home. I was over there.
Oh my gosh.
I was not, excuse me, I was over there not actually sorry,
You're
Larry.
fine.
She said I was having some kind of dream. What I was saying,
I
Larry?
don't know what shit. No, it wasn't. You wasn't doing those kind of noises. I thought you was having sex or something.
What I was saying.
I just kept looking over it. You just kept going.
So
I was like, what kind of dream she over there?
So I was having a full conversation.
I don't know who you was talking to.
Ooh.
It was no words. It was just sound effects.
It was just Oh, really? I don't know who was on my mind. I don't know who the hell was on my mind.
That's that Xanax you took.
Yeah, I had
That's one
to.
reason why you sleepy too. That Xanax keep knocking you back out.
You that's what it was? Man, I have to take that shit to calm my nerves down. That stuff, I'd be nervous. You got to think about a needle going in your eye.
Like you see it.
I don't see how you do it, Maddie.
Girl, I got to put that up.
You
Listen,
can't even wear contacts. I don't want to put nothing going into my eye.
listen, it's either I do that, Miss Cheryl. It's either I do that or honey, I'll be seeing out of one eye, and I'm already having problems trying to see this stuff over here. So I got to do that. It's to keep my eye going because my eye is acting up. Yeah.
And again, y'all, this ain't for everybody. We completely understand. It ain't. It's not for everybody. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Miss Cheryl, we gone, child.
I'll see y'all at 9. Look, y'all, my time clicking. I gotta go.
Okay. All right, baby.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.